It's time to check in on the cattle markets with our livestock marketing specialist, Dr. Derrell Peel. So Derrell, how are the cattle markets looking now that May is officially here?
Well, you know, fed cattle markets actually set a new record in early April. They've pulled back a little bit. That's kind of a seasonal peak probably. And normally we would expect to see them drop a little bit into the summer, towards the end of summer, Labor Day, and then go back up. I don't think they're going to drop very far this year. Given the underlying support in the market, the supply fundamentals, they'll probably kind of move more sideways, I think, for most of the summer. They may drift a little bit lower. And then this fall they're going to take off again and, you know, very likely move to even new record levels.
So are feeder cattle prices higher than normal?
Feeder cattle prices are moving up. They haven't set new records yet, but they're moving towards record levels. I don't know if we'll get there by this fall. We could very well move past record levels by this fall. But all of these prices are going to continue to trend higher this year and on into next year. And we will set, you know, record levels well above anything we've ever seen before sometime in the next 2 years or so.
So for the past couple months, you've been predicting that beef production is going to start to decline. Is that still happening?
It is happening. We're starting to see both slaughter and carcass weights pulling beef production down. So, you know, cattle slaughter's down, steer slaughter in particular. Heifer slaughter still hanging in there. We've got quite a few heifers on feed, but we're working our way through them, and they're beginning to come down. Cow slaughter is down. Beef cow slaughter in particular is down about 12%. And carcass weights across the board are lighter this year compared to last year. So for all of these reasons, we are starting to see beef supplies tighten up.
So how are consumers going to be impacted by all of this?
Well, you know, certainly sounds like tighter supplies implies higher prices, and I think that's probably what's going to happen. You know, at the wholesale level, box beef prices have been moving up. Again, some of that's a little bit seasonal. We're getting ready for, you know, grilling season, Memorial Day weekend. The end of this month, we'll kick that off. But wholesale buying has been going on through April and into May. And so, you know, we have seen the increase in box beef prices, but again, the underlying tightness of supplies means that these prices are probably going to move higher. Retail prices the past 15 or 18 months have been fairly high, but pretty steady for consumers. I think before it's, you know, in the next few months, we will see those prices push even higher, even though they're already at very high levels.
So looking around, it's definitely a lot greener than the last time we had you on. So Oklahoma did get widespread rain. So is that going to help with cattle producers at all? And then going into the markets, is that going to have any effect?
It will have an effect. The timing was, you know, it's kind of getting late, but still in time. So the rains we got were extremely beneficial to the drought areas in Oklahoma. We will see some pasture and hay production that results from this. Now we're going to need a lot more, so it's kind of got to be a down payment on additional rain, but it certainly helps and moves things forward at this point in time. That may, you know, from a broader market standpoint, that will be the key to sort of stopping liquidation, if you will, stopping getting worse. And when that happens, you know, again, probably not immediately, but as we move through the year and on into next year, that may set the stage for the kind of herd rebuilding that we expect to see. And so we'll have a lot of heifer retention taking place. I expect that'll really kick off this fall for the most part.
All righty, thanks, Derrell. Dr. Derrell Peel, Livestock Marketing Specialist here at Oklahoma State University.